Hello everyone, this is Grade 1, Module 3, Lesson 13, Homework. The directions say, use the graph to answer the questions. Fill in the blank and write the number sentence. So I see that my key here, for every one of these, I have one student. So when I'm reading my graph down here, I can count and put the number down below to help me out with that, or I can count each time. So I'm going to start right in with question 1, and it says, how many more hot lunch orders were there than sandwich orders? So hot lunch, sandwich. I see that for sandwich I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to write that there. Hot lunches I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they want to know how many more were made, meaning we're going to find a difference. And I know that it's going to be 1. Now I need to write my number sentence of how I solve that. And I'm going to do 7 minus 6 equals 1 to show how I got that 1. If we look at number 2, how many fewer salad orders were there than hot lunch? So I'm looking for salad, hot lunch. I go up here, and now I'm going to count my salads. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm looking at hot lunch and salad, 7 and 4. And again, I'm finding a difference because I want to know how many fewer were there. So 7 minus 4 equals 3. And that shows me that there were 3 fewer salad orders because I'm trying to figure out how many more I would need for salad to make it equal to the hot lunch, which is 7. So how many more from 4 would make that 7? So I can look down, and number 3 says if 5 more students order hot lunch, how many hot lunch orders will there be? So I'm starting with my hot lunch of 7, and I'm adding 5 to it because if 5 more students order it. So I can then do 7 plus 5, and that'll get me 12. And if I need to, I can break apart to make 10. And there's a couple different ways I could do that. There's my 10 plus 2 gets me 12. So there would be 12 hot lunch orders. Let's take a look at page 2. So page 2 says, use the table to answer the questions, fill in the blanks, and write a number sentence. So we're doing the same thing. The big thing is our key right here that we know when we get that diagonal line cutting across, that means that there's 5. So each tally mark is one student. So we'll take a look at question 4. How many more students like fairy tales than science books? So I'm going to count how many fairy tales we have, and remember these dashes, when we have 4 and then a line through it, that's 5. So I have 5, 5, and 1, 5, 10, plus 1 is 11. And then I'm looking at science books, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. So how many more students like fairy tales than science books? And I know if I'm trying to find out how many more or how many less or how many fewer, I'm going to subtract those two. And I'll get 3. And I can subtract that, or I can count on from 8 to get myself up to 11. That helps me with the strategy too. So there are 3 more students like fairy tales than science books. So that's what you'll be doing for the next 3 questions or 4 questions on here, is using the data from the chart up above. And before we finish up, I'll just add these ones in. So for poetry books, I have 5, 10, 15. I just like to put the number, what it equals, off to the side here. So that way I know that I counted all my dash marks and they're all accounted for. So I have my numbers to work with there as well. Hope this helps, and good luck with the rest of your homework.